The trailer didn't just tease Heartland season 20, it quietly warned us that nothing is safe anymore. Because the very first thing season 20 makes clear is this: the calm is fake. That warm, peaceful Heartland feeling we're used to, gone. The trailer leans hard into tension, unfinished business, and choices that can't be undone. And if you thought season 19 already pushed things too far, season 20 looks ready to cross lines no one can step back from. Let's start with Jack. Because yes, he's still there, but something about him feels different, quieter. He's no longer charging into the middle of every crisis. Instead, the trailer keeps placing him just slightly in the background, watching, waiting, almost like a man who knows his time at the center is ending. And that alone should make you nervous. Jack stepping back has never meant peace. It usually means the family is about to learn how hard things are without him holding everything together. Lou, on the other hand, looks like she's stepping straight into the fire. Season 20 clearly positions her as the one carrying Heartland Ranch forward. And let's be honest, Lou running things never comes without conflict. She's confident, she's determined, and she's absolutely convinced she's doing the right thing. But the trailer keeps hinting at pressure piling up fast: financial stress, big decisions, and that familiar look on Lou's face that says, "I've already decided, don't question me." When has that ever ended well? And then there's Amy. Or should I say, the version of Amy who looks like she's already halfway gone. The trailer doesn't scream it out loud, but it whispers it constantly. Her scenes feel transitional, temporary, like she's standing between the life she's always known and something completely new. You can see it in the way she looks at Heartland, at Jack, at Lou. This isn't just nostalgia. This is someone preparing to leave. Of course, we can't talk about that without talking about Nathan, because season 20 doesn't just include him, it centers him. The trailer practically frames him as the future. He's calmer now, more grounded, but also carrying the weight of everything that happened with Gracie. And here's the thing: the show clearly wants us to trust him. But should we? Nathan is still a man rebuilding himself, trying to prove he's worthy, trying to make things right. And sometimes people like that make the biggest, messiest decisions. There's a moment in the trailer where Amy and Nathan share this quiet look. No words, no dramatic music, just understanding. And honestly, that moment says more than any big romantic speech ever could. It feels like a choice being made, a final one. Amy isn't asking if Nathan will choose her anymore. She's asking herself if she's ready to choose him and everything that comes with him. But let's not ignore the uncomfortable part. The trailer keeps circling around new beginnings in a way that feels almost rushed. New plans, new land, new futures. And whenever a show pushes fresh starts this hard, it usually means someone is about to lose something big or someone is being left behind. And what about the rest of the family? Because while Amy is clearly moving forward, not everyone looks ready to follow. There are quick flashes of tension, conversations cut short, looks that linger too long, moments that feel unresolved. Heartland has always been about family first, but season 20 seems to ask a dangerous question. What happens when personal happiness starts pulling the family apart? The trailer also leans heavily into time, not just emotionally, but literally. There's this sense that the story is accelerating, like the show is preparing us for milestones instead of moments, big changes instead of slow healing. And that should worry longtime fans. Heartland has always thrived on taking its time. So why does it suddenly feel like it's racing toward an ending? Because let's be honest, this doesn't feel like just another season. It feels like a closing chapter being disguised as a new beginning. And the scariest part? The trailer makes it look beautiful, peaceful, hopeful, which is exactly when Heartland likes to break our hearts. So the real question isn't what season 20 will give us, it's what, or who, it's quietly preparing to take away. And just when you think season 20 is all about fresh starts and romantic hope, The trailer slips in a reminder that Heartland never gives without taking something back. Because beneath all that softness, there's an undercurrent of loss. You can feel it in the way scenes don't linger. Moments end too quickly. Conversations feel unfinished. It's like the show is intentionally refusing to let us settle, almost daring us to believe everything will be okay. Let's talk about Amy again, because this season doesn't just show her moving forward, it shows her letting go. There's a visible emotional distance in her interactions at Heartland. She's present, but she's not anchored anymore. And for someone whose entire identity has been tied to that land, that's huge. Amy leaving isn't framed as rebellion or escape, it's framed as growth. And honestly, that might hurt even more. The trailer hints at her stepping into a life where she's no longer defined by crisis after crisis at the ranch. No more constant emergencies, no more carrying everyone else's pain. Just her, Nathan, and Lindy building something new. And while that sounds beautiful, it also raises an uncomfortable truth. Heartland has always needed Amy more than Amy needed Heartland. So what happens when she finally chooses herself? Nathan, meanwhile, looks like a man trying to outrun his past by building a future faster than anyone expects. There's determination in him, but also urgency, almost desperation. He's making moves quickly. New property, new plans, big promises, and the trailer doesn't slow down enough to let us breathe, which makes you wonder, is this confidence or is this fear dressed up as courage? In Lindy, the trailer keeps her close to Amy, quietly reinforcing that whatever choice Amy makes, it's not just about romance. It's about family. It's about giving Lindy a stable future that isn't constantly shaken by ranch drama and old ghosts. That adds emotional weight, but it also adds pressure. Because when children are involved, mistakes don't just hurt adults, they ripple outward. Back at Heartland Ranch, Lou's storyline feels heavier than the show wants to admit. She's stepping into leadership at a time when the ranch itself feels fragile. Financial tension hasn't magically disappeared. Responsibilities are stacking up. And with Jack taking a step back, Lou doesn't have the safety net she's relied on for years. The trailer shows strength, yes, but it also shows isolation. And Lou alone at the helm has never been an easy ride. There's also something eerily final about how certain characters are framed. Some faces appear less. Some storylines feel intentionally wrapped up. And then there are those lingering shots. Empty spaces, long pauses, quiet moments that feel like goodbyes without words. Heartland has always been subtle, but season 20 seems almost intentional in preparing us emotionally. And then comes the biggest whisper of all: time. The trailer hints at it without confirming anything, a sense of later, of life moving forward beyond what we're currently watching, which immediately sets off alarm bells. Because time jumps in. Heartland don't happen unless the story is closing one door to open another. Could this be the season where Amy's journey truly ends? Not in tragedy, but in completion? A wedding, a new home, a future built off screen while the world she grew up in continues without her. It's poetic, it's bittersweet, and it feels very deliberate. And just when you think you figured it out, the trailer leaves us with uncertainty instead of answers. No clear confirmation, no final goodbye, just enough hope to hold on to, and just enough doubt to make it hurt. So now the real question isn't whether season 20 will change Heartland, it's whether Heartland will survive becoming a world where Amy no longer belongs.